Hey, how you going there, mate? Long time no see on the old YouTube, eh? Yeah, as I said the other day, I had a little bit of a setback with Brenda. Actually, she should be home in another probably an hour or so. You know what I like at the hospital. Julie's gone to get her. Yeah, you got to get paperwork, discharge papers to come home. Yeah, she just had a bit of a wobbly the other night there, mate. Um, she gets these sort of faints now and then and sort of passes out and no pain, and she gets a little bit sick. And this has been happening before. She had all this radiation treatment and Christ knows what. But anyway, they give her a top up there, a couple of pints of bloody, a couple of bags of blood. I mean, I reckon us blokes are lucky. We need a top up. We just get a beer out of the fridge. That's my top up. Anyway, I've been in and seen her one day. We spent a few hours there. Yeah, she's all right. I made her laugh a few times. She said, "Bloody can't get away from you, you bugger." Yeah, try and keep her happy, eh? But the doctor was well pleased with me because he come in and had a look, the cancer doctor, and he had a look, see. He said, "Geez," he said, "I've never seen that such an improvement." He said, "It's shrunk, like really shrunk." But you hear all these stories where that makes a minor shrinks, it comes out somewhere else, it breaks out in another part of the body. I'm sort of pretty resolved to the fact that it's going to take her. And she said to me the other day, "It's going to take me out." I said, "Yeah, it probably will." I said, "I might even go before you, never know. But that's the sort of way you got to, yeah, you just live a day at a time now, and then you realise how precious life is. You just live a day at a time. And different things to try not to let you annoy you like they used to. Brenda's pretty cool. I mean, even before this, she used to say, "Don't worry about it, don't worry." She's right. And she just go with the flow. But me, I can get a little bit sort of get annoyed with people, get a bit upset, especially that boy. He drives me mad sometimes. He had me up most of the night last night. He was bloody rattling on and mucking around. He just doesn't care. He talks to his bloody self, and he needs to go in a bloody mental home. Because you can't say nothing. He did all my breakfast this morning for me. He tidied up the place, but he's sort of like a robot. And I can't say too much, otherwise he'll piss off and we won't have no one to look after us, see? I mean, Julie's got a few days off now, but she's till say Monday, but then she's got to work 3 or 4 days straight after that. So they've all got their lives, yeah. Oh, by the way, mate, it's our daylight saving finishes this weekend too. It's tomorrow night. The clocks go back an hour. I know it's a different time in your country, but yeah. So I'll have to remember to do that. The only thing I've got this bloody clock radio. It's a bloody mongrel of a thing. I mean, not like the other one. It was so simple as that to set it, but this one, I don't know how I'm going to go. Going back an hour, I'll probably have to go right the way around. Yeah, I will get there an hour. What's the difference? What's an hour in a life anyway, right? Yeah. I'm glad you got those videos. Geez, that bloody black dog was a beauty, wasn't he? Hey, Christ almighty. He reminded me so much of a dog I used to have. He loved the water, mate. He used to see a puddle, he'd dive in it. Yeah, bloody smart cookies, them dogs, mate. They're smarter than what we are. Yeah, so everything's going along right, yeah. And yeah, as I say, I went out the other day, a bit of a hassle getting down the ramp and up and down the car, and I managed to do it okay, yeah. It all worked out good. I got my little scooter going again, that was all right. Drove it from the car park, and I didn't knock anybody over. Everybody saying, "Oh, I wish I had one of those." Yeah, they're pretty good little things when you get them, especially in the hospitals and that. You got the nice solid floors, like everything's level and all that. You can zip around in there and get in the lift, up you go. And yeah, so yeah, they really wanted to keep it a few more days, but Julie said, "Oh, don't let them do that. They want to run these tests and that test." I mean, she knows what's bloody wrong with her. Even the main doctor don't want to see her for a couple of months or something. She's got to have a check-up for the GP, you know, in between times. So she'll be home today. That's why I'm a bit lonely at the moment. I suppose when we come home, I'll have to try and do this bloody shopping online, you know, get that up and running. Obviously, run out of food. Yeah, so that's about where we're at the moment. How's the weather going over there, mate? I mean, the weather's pretty good here. We had a big bad thunderstorm last night. Did heaps of damage in places. Not at my place, though, but we certainly see over here. You can get like a month's rain in a day or something. If it decides to come down heavy, oh shit, you get what they call flash flooding. You know, like 1 minute it's dry as a bone, the next minute up to your knees in it. Well, not where we are, but some places get it. It's such a different. Every state's different. Every climate's different, and you know, you feel sorry for the poor bug. There was a pub about 20 k's from me called Bargo, a place called Bargo. I've been in there a couple of years. It's right on the railway track, about 50 yards, 100 yards in the old mission from the pub. Buggered me last night about 8 o'clock. The wind came up and the thunder and lightning, and it lifted the roof. It was like a tin roof top, a colour-bond type roof. It lifted the roof from the pub and landed it on the railway tracks across the road. They shut the railways down for a while, and all the water came through because there's people upstairs probably staying there because it's a hotel, as they call it. Then it went through there, it's still trickling. And they interviewed the governor, how's it going? Oh, not too bad. The SES, that's the emergency people's been out and probably put a big tarp over the joint. He said, oh yeah, the bear is still beyond the water. He said, oh, that's the main thing. Imagine driving all the way out there and you couldn't get a beer. It'd be shocking, wouldn't it? Anyway, as you can see, I'm still smiling, mate. And yeah, so you look after yourself, buddy. Give my best to Anne and the doggies. And yeah, my football team's playing tonight, and they're called the Bulldogs. And everybody calls them the doggies. Come on, the doggies. So yeah, so I hope they win. Yeah. Anyway, Ronnie, I'll catch you later, mate. Hooroo.